Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So, did you know that Ninja makes a toaster? Because they do. In addition to the Ninja Foodi pressure cooker and air fryer and the grill and the creamy, all that good stuff, they actually came out with a freaking toaster. This is the one right here. I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to try it out and you'll be able to decide whether this is something that you can see on your countertop or inside of your cupboard. So this is the Ninja Foodi flip toaster, and it takes a design element from the original Ninja Foodi oven in that it flips in two ways. So for this one, when you want to use it as a regular toaster, for rather slices of bread or a bagel or something like that, you have it upright, you flip it up. But if you want to use it as like a little mini toaster oven, you bring it down. Flip it down so that it's nice and flat, and then you'll be able to do things such as bake, broil, or reheat. Now, this is very small, so this is something that's best for like snack foods, just something to really help you out when it comes to, just getting rid of that quick appetite, like appetizers. That's what it's good for. Or making like little small sandwiches, things like that. So I got this from Target. The normal price is $130. Ugh. That's a lot of money for what's essentially a small toaster oven with a toaster function. However, you can also get it on sale right now for $100. I've seen it go on sale twice since it came out, so it seems to be a pretty common thing. Now, there's a really important fact that you need to know. There's a couple different versions of this oven that are available. Okay, so this one is the one that I got from Target. It's the same one that you can get directly from Ninja, or you can get it through Best Buy, Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, pretty much anywhere that's not Walmart, because the Walmart version is missing two of the features. So for this oven, you can bake, broil, reheat, and in the toast function, you can do toast, bagel, or defrost. In the Walmart version, it does not let you reheat, and the Walmart version also doesn't let you defrost. Now that's important to know because the price is pretty much the same. Walmart's regular price for this is $99, so it's $100. So if you can find this on sale, you can buy this for $100, and then you'll have those two additional features that the Walmart version doesn't let you have. I believe Walmart's model number is ST-100, so this would be ST-101. There's not a whole lot that comes with this. You just get the oven, and then you get a baking tray and a little recipe guide. They say that the baking tray is good for fitting 16 chicken nuggets, so it's great if you really love chicken nuggets, and it should be easy to clean as well. So yeah, it's one of the simpler appliances that Ninja has come out with, and we're going to test it out first with some good old-fashioned small mini pizzas, just like they got here on the box. So I'm going to open it up, clean it, go through all the buttons and stuff like I usually do with these appliances, and then we'll make a pizza. So here's a look at the flip toaster standing up like it would be if you were making toast or bagels. And here's a closer look at the inside of that opening here. And this opening measures around 10-ish inches, give or take. So that's how wide it is. This doesn't have a door on it. So your only thing that's going to act as a door is the baking tray that you insert whenever you want to use the oven functions. But, just like a typical toaster, over on the side, it has this lever that you pull down, and it would lock if it were plugged in and on. But you just bring that down, it will lock into place, and then when you're done, you lift it up, or it lifts itself up. But we're gonna go over all of those features in just one second. I just wanted to show you how the oven looked up top. Okay, so let me show you how this thing works. Now, first of all, it has a crumb tray, and it's pre-installed. The crumb tray is in the back. It's right here. So all you have to do is just lift that up. That's the crumb tray, and that's what you want to make sure that you keep clean, just so that you don't smell a lot of burnt things going on in your house. So yeah, there's your crumb tray. Okay, so now it's in the oven form. If you want to put it back to toaster mode, you just simply lift that up because it has this little mechanism right here that will tilt up and down. So whenever you want, you lift it up and you lift it down, and you see it's not sliding anywhere. All right, so there it is in toaster mode. You bring this down, boom. Now it's in oven mode. Let's turn it on. Now, when you turn it on, it's going to say lock, because what you need to do is you need to take the lever on the right side for the toaster and you need to bring that all the way down until it locks. So before you can use the oven, that lever needs to be locked in place as if you were making toast. And as I said earlier, you have access to 3 different features when you're using the oven mode. So those 3 are going to be bake, broil, and reheat. Now this unit will only go up to 400 degrees maximum. It doesn't go beyond that. So if you are making something that requires a temperature of more than 400 degrees, the only thing Ninja recommends is just adding more time, because you can't make it go any hotter. All right, so it's 400 degrees for bake. Broil, you can't control the temperature on that. So broil is always going to be 400 degrees, as you can see. We can't make it any lower or higher. And then you have the reheat function. And the reheat function will go all the way down to 250 degrees, I believe. Yep, all the way down to 250 degrees for reheat. And the maximum for reheat is going to be 350 degrees. All right, so you would think that when it's in oven mode, that you would have a door, like an oven. Like, does this come open? Like, no, you just have this big opening right here. And that's because you need this, the baking tray. This is going to act as your oven door. Now it comes with this handle disassembled. So you just got to put the handle in and just twist it. It clicks a lot, so don't worry, you're not breaking it. It's supposed to do that. And then once you select the mode that you want, so let's just say I want it to bake and 355 degrees, like, yeah, sure, that's what I want. For the temp and for the time, you just have to click the temp and time button, and that's going to allow you to change the temperature or change the time, depending on whatever you want. So anyway, you just take the baking tray and insert it, push it all the way in. And then once you do that, you can immediately start cooking. There's no need to preheat or anything. So if this is what I wanted, all I'm going to do is just hit start and stop. And it's going to start doing its thing. If you want to check your food at any time, you can. All you have to do is pull this out. It's going to automatically pause whatever it is that you have going in there. So the timer won't keep going. It'll stop. You check your food and then you just simply put it back in. All right, so let's turn this off. Let's stop it. And this tray here is not a very big tray. You know, just like the opening, it measures around 10 inches long ways this way. And then from the top to the bottom, it's around 6 inches. So it's not a whole lot going on. All right, so that's the oven mode. Let me show you what the toast mode looks like. So for that, we just have to flip this up. And then when you flip it up, if it's locked, it'll unlock itself. All right, let's get a closer look at this. So here in the toast mode, you can see it automatically switched over depending on if you have it flat or if you have it vertical. And you see we got 3 features here. We have toast, we have bagel, and we have defrost. And we also can control the shade. So if you have it on toast, you can go from 1, that'll be very light bread. And if you want it as dark as night, it goes up to 7, which is kind of weird because 7 is an odd number, but that's what they do. It's the same thing with the bagel feature, and it remembers whatever you had it on last, so you don't have to keep changing it if you like something really specific. So you see that it goes up to 7 on bagel, and then down to 1 on toast. Now, when you do defrost, you have to pick one or the other. So it's defrost in bagel or defrost in toast. Even if you push these other buttons, you see it's not going to de-illuminate the actual toast button. Only the defrost is going to go off. So it's going to be one or the other with that. All right, so you just select whatever preference that you want, and then you just pull this down. And there's your timer right there. It's got it set for 2 minutes and 7 seconds. If you want to check the status of your toast, you can. You know, you just lift this up whenever you want, but you can see the timer is still going. And I can let this lever go Let's see, let's move it over here so you can see a little bit more. You can lift this up, check on your toast, right? And then you let it go and it just falls back down. There's my toast, let it go, and it falls back down. You can see that it's illuminating in there and it's hot. You see how close I have my hand to it right here? This thing gets hot pretty fast. So let's just stop that and it pops back up. So if you wanted to do toast and let's say you just want it to be at the lightest temperature or the lightest shade, you just put it on 1, bring it down. You see the timer is now on 1 minute and 30 seconds. So the only thing that changes is the amount of time that you have it on there. All right, and then it pops up. So that's how you work the Ninja Foodi Flip Toaster. I got some of those Red Baron pizzas, the little small ones, and we are going to bake those and see how those turn out. So I'm going to put myself in harm's way just for you guys. So I just used the toast function for a little bit, as you just saw, and now I'm going to see how hot it is so that I can flip it down so I can use the oven function. So I'm touching it right here. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'm not feeling heat, so I'll bring that down. Boom. So now we're in oven mode. Okay, so it wasn't hot at all. But then again, it was only on for a short period of time, so I do recommend that you test it for yourself so you don't burn yourself. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be cooking in here. It's these little Red Baron deep dish singles. All right, it's 2 pizzas in here. And the back of the instructions says that you should have it on 375 degrees and cook it for 23 to 25 minutes. As always, make sure that you check it yourself because it may not be that long. So there you go. It's almost a perfect fit. It's not quite a perfect fit, but it's close enough. I'm going to move this down in the locking position, and I'm going to turn this to 375 degrees, and then the timer I'm going to set it for 18 minutes just to be safe, and we'll see what happens. All right, so let's put this in and hit start. Cool, that's it. 17 minutes to go. When it's all done, I'll come back. I'll let you know how it cooked and how long it took. So that's done pretty much the way that I like it. I like it to be a little bit dark. But yeah, the whole process of making this was really easy. And of course, since it's just a big toaster, it's just a big toaster. So it didn't make any noise. It doesn't have a fan. It's not like an air fryer. It just goes in there and does its thing. So it's really simple. So I think that the question here is, who is this for? Who would buy something like this? It's a $100 toaster/toaster oven. And I gotta admit, for me, this isn't something that I would personally buy if I wasn't doing a video on it for you guys, because I have plenty of other gadgets that can do exactly what this does. And just in case you're curious, here's the bottom of it, bottom of the crust, so you can see that one's sticking a little bit, so that you can see that it is done all the way across and inside and out. But yeah, anyway, for someone like me, I wouldn't say that this would be something that I would have a need for, because I have so many different appliances that can do the same thing and faster. I have a big Ninja Foodi oven. I've got the grill. I've got the regular pressure cooker, both of which will be able to cook something like this pizza in about 18 minutes. So it's not something that I would need. But when you start to think about people in different situations, I think that this can be a lot more viable. For example, people with small apartments that pretty much have this much counter space. This is all they have in their kitchen, from here to here. And they have absolutely nothing else. So they don't have a lot of storage. Like some people who live in apartments in New York, have you seen those apartments? They can be pretty small. So this can be something good for them. This can be good for someone who's in college. Instead of having to go out into the common area and using their oven, You can have this sitting in a dorm room if it's allowed. Of course, you have to check on that. I don't see why it wouldn't be, because it's just really a big toaster. And you can have your mini fridge like I did, and you can have all your snacks and stuff, and you'll be able to make things right there inside of your dorm room. Or if you're living in a house with someone, sharing with roommates, and you don't want to share the oven, or maybe you just don't like them and you don't want to see them all that much, you have your little snacks. You have this set up in your room or your space or wherever, and then you use this, you know, just to whet your appetite a little bit on things like little mini pizzas and nuggets and chicken tenders and fries, you know, stuff like that. So there's definitely a use for it. And you can make sandwiches and whatnot. I'm going to experiment a little bit, go through the little recipe book and see exactly what other things that you can do inside of this oven. And I'll share those with you. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that your curiosity was satisfied about what the heck this thing is and how it works and how it does what it does. So thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.